attended the extra session yesterday, we talked about point of view, the author's point of view. Okay, so this is important. The author's point of view is important because there's a question in the quiz about it. Okay, every story has a narrator or a person who tells the story. Point of view tells how the narrator feels or thinks about the characters or events.
Miss, we can't see anything.
The internet is not fixed yet, Lama.
What?
Looks like the internet in your side is still not fixed.
I can see the screen.
I know. What about now, Lama?
Yes, now.
Okay. So we're talking about author's point of view. Okay, author's point of view. We are going to talk about the pronouns. Okay, those who attended the support session yesterday or the extra session yesterday, they learned that there is something called first person point of view, second person point of view,
And third person.
and third person point of view. Okay.
Miss. Teacher, and the question about point of view in the quiz, we have to put if it's first person or second person or third person.
Yes, yes, something like that. Yes. That's why I
Miss.
explaining this idea over and over again. So please, everyone, pay attention.
Miss, I have.
Okay, what do we mean by first person? In order to know if the point of view is from a first person, second person, or third person point of view, you have to look for pronouns. If the pronouns used are I, me, my, us, ours, okay? These pronouns, if you see these pronouns, it means that I have a first person point of view.
Or we.
We, bravo, thank you, Rev. Also we. Okay. Now, when you have the pronouns you, or yours, or your, it means we have a second person point of view. When you have the pronouns he, or she, or they, or his,
Her.
hers, bravo, it means that I have a third person point of view. Okay? So this is when we talk about author's point of view. So the teacher may ask, and what is the author's point of view? Then you can say it's a first person, second person, or third person. Now, a fantasy. The selection now that we're going to read is a fantasy. It includes invented characters and settings. Invented means not real. It has elements that could not exist in real life. And it often has illustrations. They provide illustrations means pictures. They provide pictures so you can imagine well. Because if I say I saw a mini figure or a mini creature, then the picture of this creature is not actually clear for you, the readers. So I have to describe it, and sometimes I even have to draw it because it's an invented character, something that you haven't seen before. The context clues, as you know that sometimes you can find the meaning of a word through context clues. Does anyone have any question regarding point of view and fantasy genre?
No.
You can just raise your computer hands.
No.
I do.
Yes, Bella.
I didn't understand. I didn't understand it that well.
Which one, the fantasy or point of view?
Point of view.
Okay, Bella. Yesterday during our extra session, we opened IXL and we solved a lot about point of view. It's mainly at the end of the video. If you do not want to watch it all, you can just go to the end of the video and watch it. Would you do that for me? And then if you still don't understand it, I will explain it to you.
Okay.
Okay? So when you go to the
Okay.
schedule, you will find the extra session, online extra session. Click on it and it will guide you to the YouTube video.
Okay.
Okay.
Miss, the lesson is easy.
Yes, I know, Brahim. Yes, Joel.
Miss, I want to tell you something.
Yalla.
There's a game. It's for English. It's called Wordscapes. They give you a bunch of letters. You should make words from them, and they will give you the meaning of the word. They will
Now,
give you if it's a noun, a verb. Yeah.
do
Yeah,
you,
I know that game. I know that game.
What's their
Like
name?
they get you
Name
mixed
is
letters.
Joanne.
They get you they mixed you. They get you mixed letters, and you need to make a word with them.
yes.
Teacher, I don't understand the fantasy.
Okay, the fantasy. Okay. Um, do you know the story about, for example, Beauty and the Beast? Zahra Sulaiman. Do you know Beauty and
No, I don't know.
you don't know Beauty?
No,
What about Cinderella?
yes.
Okay. Do you think Cinderella is a real well, someone said that it comes from a real story, but do you think there's a real fairy godmother?
No,
Do you think that you can turn a pumpkin into a wagon for real?
no,
Can you turn mice into horses?
no,
So all these things can they happen in real life?
Our fantasy.
no.
This means that it's a fantasy story. It's all
No, means
imagination.
not a real story.
Yes, it means not real. However, it's very important that you memorize these lines, okay? Because
Okay,
I will ask you, for example, what are the characteristics? We call them characteristics. What are the characteristics of a fantasy genre? And you have to write them all,
okay,
okay? It includes invented characters and setting. The setting like a spooky castle or a flying house. This setting is it's not real. There's no like spooky castle for real or flying house for real,
yeah,
or like the planet where Superman came from. These are not real.
Or small people.
Yes, or even the characters, like small minifigures or small.
It's like
yeah,
a witch and the mop.
Yes, the witch and the mop. Yes, exactly. So all these are not real, okay? See, it has elements that could not exist in real life.
Miss and the dwarfs.
Yeah, like talking toys
Uh,
that really talk.
yeah, but dwarfism is real. There are dwarfs in real life.
Oh,
Yes.
but no, like if
Is there
dwarfs
dragons in
like
real?
mine.
Is dinosaurs isn't the dinosaurs extinct?
Yes, we're not talking about dinosaurs. We're talking about dwarfs.
Yeah,
those are
and the dodo birds are extinct.
Yes, thanks to Ali Burji, he told us. This is the lesson. As you can see now at the library, okay? Now at the library, library as a setting is real, right? Now here, this boy, I think is called Rick. So this boy also is real. But what makes this story a fantasy? It's because of these mini figures. Do you see how small they are?
you are crazy.
very small.
Very small.
Yes,
And they look like beings. So
Bookers.
They look like human beings. So let's see the story about them.
Miss, I read it yesterday.
I read it in the past.
I read it.
2 days ago.
Yalla Abbas, Rick Dodson.
Miss, that we read it yesterday at the support session.
We didn't read it, Lama. Did you join?
With the video that.
Lama, did you join our support session yesterday?
I watched it.
No. You watched my report,
Mom,
then you didn't watch the support. In the support, we solved the questions about vocab and we solved IXL.
no, Miss, no, I mean that you read it in the video.
Yes, in the recorded video. Yes, that's correct. Yes.
Rick Johnson admired the pink and orange sky as he waved goodbye to Mr. Roy and locked the library door. As the sun began in descent behind the Blue Ridge, mountains, Rick started walking to his office to collect his jacket, seeing a jumble of books on a reading table. He said,
Sighed, long I, sighed.
he sighed and began to gather them into a neat pile.
Okay, so what do we mean by the word jumble?
Like a lot of books, like together.
Mixed. You have to use the word mixed together. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So can you tell me about the character here? What is our first character?
The character is Rick Dawson,
Rick
and
Dodson. And what about the setting? Where did the story happen? Where? Mean the place.
the place in the library.
And what about the time?
The time was at evening
At evening. How do you know it's at evening?
because he said the pink and orange sky.
Yes, exactly. So you know that it's evening because at evening the sky turns orange, for example. And Abbas, what can you say about Rick so far? The character of Rick. Give me one description. Describe him.
He likes reading books.
In this paragraph, we don't know that he likes reading books. They didn't mention anything about it. But seeing a jumble of books, okay, and then he started to gather them into a neat pile. What does this tell you about his character?
He is a neat boy.
He's neat. He likes to have everything tidy. Do you relate to him? Are you in a way
like organized.
organized? Are you like Rick or the opposite?
Yes, I'm like Nick.
You're like Nick? Good. Okay, Abbas, thank you. علي برجي يلا علوشي. علي برجي 1 علي برجي 2 علي برجي 3.
Yes, I was in the toilet.
Okay. Yalla, start reading.
Somewhere.
No, he stated firmly.
Is it in the second one or is the first one?
I drew an arrow. Do you see it?
No, he stated firmly and returned the books to the table. Not tonight. The library never left.
So wait, Ali, since you were in the toilet, so here Nick, he saw a jumble of books on the table and he started picking them up into a neat pile, but then he stopped. He said no, Not tonight. Why do you think he said that?
He wants to read more of it.
No, he works in the library. He works in the library, Ali Burji, and then he found that some readers left the books on the table, a jumble of books. So his job is to put them in a neat and tidy pile. When he started tidying them, he remembered something and then he stopped. Why do you think he stopped?
I think because he wants to. I don't know. I think because.
You should have read the lesson. Ali Basma, do you know?
No, I didn't read it. I wasn't
Miss,
interested.
I know why.
Teacher,
Miss,
I
I
know.
know why.
Yes, miss.
Yalla Ali Basma. So why did Rick stop? Why did he stop?
Stopped. Because today is his birthday and he don't want to.
Excellent. That's it. Because it's his birthday, and he wants to not work during his birthday. Yalla, read
Yes.
paragraph please, Ali Basma. The librarian.
Miss, it's another
The-
question.
The library. The library.
Librarian.
Librarian.
Ali Basma, you
Yeah.
should read books. Huh? When you read more books, you will be able to read good words. Okay? Librarian continue.
Never left any books out, but today was his birthday, which meant a brisk walk to the Cupcake Cafe for a birthday treat before it closed at 5:30 p.m.
So in the first paragraph, we said that Rick, the second Rick is a tidy. Okay?
Yes,
What can you say about him now that you have read the second paragraph? What?
we can know from the
What do you see if you go by yourself during your birthday? If you go out by yourself, what does it mean?
Mr. The voice is not clear.
Yes.
Thank you, Ali Basma. Ali Safiuddin.
Yes, miss.
Yalla Ali Safiuddin. So here
The screen is
that
okay.
Rick went to a cupcake cafe by himself. What does this tell you about him?
He went to Cupcake Coffee.
Yeah, if you go to a place for your birthday by yourself, what does this mean?
Lonely.
Lonely. First we said that he's organized and now we're saying that he's lonely. Bravo Ali, plus for you. Yalla, continue reading. That evening, here.
That evening, as he sat at home in his book-filled living room, Rick thought about the old friends who had called to wish him a happy birthday. If only this job had not required him to move halfway across the country.
Yes.
After 6 months here, he had made more than one new acquaintance, but no real friends yet.
Yes, exactly. What do we mean by acquaintance?
Mm, mm,
To have an
Actually,
acquaintance, it means some.
Miss, I know it. Miss, I know it. Can I say it?
1 second, Talia. Yes, Ali. So when you have an acquaintance, it means you have someone you know. But is he a close friend or no?
No.
Of course, an acquaintance is not a close friend, not like Danielle. Your friend is Danielle, right?
Yes.
Yes. So Danielle is your friend, but maybe let's say someone in another section or someone in grade 4A, maybe an acquaintance. It means that you know him, but he's not a friend.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Okay. So listen, Miss. Well, I'm going to stop here. We will continue reading, but I really want you to read the lesson so we can, do it faster. Now I will move on to
Miss, I
I
already
read
read
it,
it.
all of it.
those who didn't read.
I have a question.
I'm talking about those who didn't read it yet. Okay. So
I have a question.
we will start solving the worksheet and then I will post the solution on the application. Okay. Yes, Rev wants to ask a question or who?
Yeah, teacher. In the quiz, when you ask us about the point of view, we have to say that it's third person or first person or second person. But we have to say like in here, they say that narrator who understands that Rick misses his old friends and wants new friends.
No, no, I'm not going to ask about the lesson, Miss.
We have only to write that it's third person or
Yeah.
first person or second person.
Just like the way we practiced in the IXL.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. يلا, let me now move on to علي صالح. يلا علي صالح.
What happened?
علي صالح left.
Miss, what happened? You left. You left the Zoom and you entered us.
Who said that?
Lama.
I didn't go anywhere, Lama. I think that the internet connection is still not fixed in your side. Bayan, يلا Bayan. Read each item carefully and choose the correct answer, Bayan. What does the word scrounging mean? Scrounging. What does it mean? It's the worksheet. Can you see the screen? Bayan Basma 1. Bayan Basma 2. Bayan Basma 3.
Yes, Miss.
Okay. What does the word scrounging mean? Is it A, writing something hastily? B, digging with the claws? C, gathering by searching? Or D, lying lazily? Scrounging. Remember scrounging? The cat was scrounging for food in the trash bin.
Miss, I know it. I mean, C.
C is the correct answer. Bravo, miss. Thank you, Lama.
Bayan.
Bayan, thank you, Bayan. I mean, plus for you, Bayan. Yalla, Bella. Yalla, let's do it faster, please.
Yeah?
Yalla, number 2, Bella.
What does the word jumble mean? Confusing mess.
Okay, read the options.
Okay. Deep sound, sudden fall, quick motion, confusing mess.
Yes. And jumble means confusing mess. That is correct. Thank you, Bella. Plus for you. Miss, I will add these pluses to the application, okay? Yalla, Fadl.
Yes, miss.
Yalla,
Are you calling me?
number 3, please.
Which word has almost the same meaning as logical? Reasonable?
Yeah, read the
Reasonable?
Yeah, that is correct. Read the options though.
Okay. Abnormal,
lyrical, magical.
And the answer is reasonable. Bravo, Fadl, plus 4. Yalla Ghadir. Number 4. Which word has the opposite meaning of cautiously, Ghadir?
Cautiously?
Yes, the opposite of cautiously.
Mm,
When you move something cautiously, it means you're moving it carefully or not carefully.
carefully.
So exactly. So carefully is the meaning. It's not the opposite.
Yes.
So you still have effortlessly. It means without effort. Recklessly and urgently. So which one here is the opposite of cautiously?
Urgently?
Urgently is the opposite. Yes.
I mean, yes.
Yes. Because when you move it urgently, it means you are not being careful, and it means you are not putting effort, and you're being reckless.
Yes.
So it's all of them, but not carefully.
Sorry?
So it's all of them, but not carefully. No.
No, cautiously, it's a little bit, 1 second. Cautiously actually means carefully.
I know. So I'm saying not carefully, but all of them. You just said that effortlessly and recklessly. No, one, Mia. Urgently.
I know what Mia means. Effortlessly means not carefully. Recklessly also means not carefully. And urgently also means not carefully. Okay, I will check this one, okay? Maybe there's a problem here, like which word is not the opposite, or which word means cautiously. Okay, just
Miss, you didn't make the worksheet?
keep this one on hold.
But did you make the worksheet?
Yes, I get the
Then how do you don't know the answer? You did the opposite of it.
No, Salma, I get the worksheet from Wonders, miss.
Ah, wonders.
And
They make the questions?
yes, and sometimes they make mistake in the question by itself.
So I know number 5.
Let's move on to number 5. Let me have Hassan is not with us. Hassan Zalghut.
I don't do from the first Zoom till now.
Hassan Zalghut.
Yes.
Yalla, number 5, please. An acquaintance is?
An acquaintance is a business partner.
If he's a business partner, it means you should know him for real, right?
Yes.
So?
An old friend.
An old friend is completely the opposite of acquaintance.
Someone you meet.
Miss, I know it.
No, I said it.
Someone you want to meet.
If someone you want to meet, it means you didn't meet him yet, so he's not an acquaintance.
Someone you know.
It's someone you know. It's you know him, but he's not a close friend. Thank you, Hassan Zalghut. Yalla Ibrahim. Number 6, which word has the opposite meaning of scornfully?
Scornfully opposite, I think it's respectfully. Respectfully.
So scornfully means, what's the meaning of scornfully?
Scornfully, like when somebody breaks a glass, the owner of it will come and be like with a scornful face.
Yes. We said it means firmly, or when you mock someone mockingly, like when you laugh at someone, right? So
Yeah.
it means that respectfully. So when you laugh at someone, it means you do not respect him. So I can say that the opposite of scornfully is respectfully. When you talk to someone in a disrespectful way. Okay, let's move on to number 7. So the other words here, I think that what they mean, the other words are not related to the word scornfully. So if respectfully is the opposite, this doesn't mean that beautifully or thankfully or wishfully are the meaning of scornfully, okay? These are random words and we chose one of them that best fit the opposite of scornfully. I will repeat. Beautifully, thankfully, and wishfully, they are not the meanings of the word scornfully, okay? But only respectfully answers my question. Joël, yalla Joël. Number 7, what does the word?
What does the word complimentary mean? Calculating what comes next, making something better, demanding something, satisfying a request. I think it's making something better.
Yes, just like peanut butter and jelly together are better. So complementary means making something better. Yes, Joel, thank you. لما عجمي.
Yes, miss. Which word means almost the same as trustworthy?
Worthy.
Trustworthy. Agreeable, reliable, stable,
Or
wealth,
we say
wealth.
agreeable, huh? Agreeable, reliable.
I think it is agreeable.
What did we say when we were reading the? You didn't watch. You didn't attend
Yes.
the Zoom.
Miss, can I solve it?
No. Wait.
Reliable.
Yes, it is reliable. It means you rely on someone. You depend on someone. It is reliable.
I want to say the second one, the second one, but the internet goes and I say the first one. I mean the second one.
Okay. I'm going to skip respond to reading because we didn't read the lesson and there are no questions about it. Context clues, I'm going to skip it as well. It's very easy. I will move on to the phonics and I hope we can do something in the grammar. Which one do you want to do, phonics or grammar? Let's do grammar, yalla.
Phonics.
Yes, grammar. No grammar.
To revise
Phonics.
sentences. Okay, yalla.
Grammar.
Mahdi, yalla Mahdi, we bought 2 what of bread from the store?
He just left.
Okay, other than Mahdi, I have Mariam, yalla Mariam.
We bought 2 of bread from the store for dinner tonight. We bought 2 loaves of bread.
How do I write it?
LOAFS.
No, when we have F, when the word ends with F or FE, it becomes VES.
ES.
Like knife, knives, leaf or life, lives, leaf, leaves. Yalla Mia, tooth. When I went to the dentist, I had to get my tooth cleaned, plural of tooth.
Teeth.
Yes. Noor Klet. Yalla Noor, we set up tracks for all the plural of mouse.
Mouses.
Come on, Noor. Plural of mouse is mice, please. You have to study the plural. You have to memorize them, okay? Yalla Rawad. Because
Miss, can
I
we
walked
rejoin?
so much, my foot began to hurt. What is the plural of foot?
Feet.
Feet. Rida Haidar, yalla Rida. Plural of man. All of the what were very interested in the football game? Rida 1, Rida 2, Rida 3. Yalla Rev.
Teacher, I know.
Miss, can I answer the sixth one?
Teacher, I know. Easy.
Teacher?
Rev, plural of man.
Can
Man.
I solve the sixth
Yeah.
one?
Miss, please. Salma Abdullah, I love fall because there are so many leaf on the ground. What is the plural of leaf? Salma Abdullah.
Leaves.
Bravo. Leaves, okay? Salma Tiba. We fed the plural of goose.
Geese.
Bravo Salma. Salma Tala Karaouni. Yalla Tala, plural of person Tala.
Miss, can I answer?
Tala, yalla Tala. Tala.
There were many